Beyond the noise and the negativity, there's a Jamaica that is building, thriving, and thinking. At Let's Talk, we're capturing that spirit and exploring the issues that define our modern lives, from empowerment to finance to current affairs. It's more than just a conversation, it's an investment in us. This is Let's Talk. Welcome. I am David Henry, your host of Let's Talk, where we're bringing you the stories that matter. What does success really look like? What does success really mean? Is it about climbing the corporate ladder, building wealth, or earning recognition? Or is it about what you do with that success? How you use your skills, your platform, and even your resources to lift others up? Our guest today has done both. She's an experienced executive with years of experience in finance and strategic management, but she's also been in Kingston's inner city communities. Her experience extends beyond national borders, collaborating with executives operating in the UK, Caribbean, and Central America. Please welcome to this show, Karen Fitz Ritson, founder and CEO of Fitz Ritson and Associates, and a very dear friend. Karen.
Thank you, Dave. How are you?
I am good, sweetheart. You're looking mighty nice today.
Thank you. Same to you.
And I love your power green.
And I love your power orange.
Thank you, my love. You are a financial analyst who grew some of the top performing investment funds in Jamaica. But you're also someone who wakes up early to make breakfast for children in the inner city communities and schools. How do you connect these two worlds?
Dave, that's a very good question. And let me just step back a little bit. Being exposed to that duality, as you said, my grandfather was one of the co-founders of Boys Town. So he was visually impaired. So as a little girl, as early as age 7, 8, I would have to accompany him down there and guide him when he's doing his rounds and speaking to the personnel and the administrators down there. So you got exposed to the community.
From very early.
And I got exposed to culture yard, whole heap of jokes there. So when I got involved in the corporate world. Now, back in the day, most of the head offices were in downtown Jamaica, right? So you're right there exposed to communities that are impoverished. And I was blessed that I worked with companies that believed in lifting people. I was with Grace Kennedy, which was at Harbour Street. And then a few years later, I went further down Harbour Street to number 7, where I was at ICD, which was the Matalans. And behind there was Gold Street.
Right.
So when you're driving in, you are seeing it. You're seeing all of these nice, lovely little kids playing and everything. But the community was impoverished. And one of the things about the Matalans, they're not loud about it, but they give back.
Okay.
So, if you are working in that organization, you know that you have to be a part of spending quality time with the inner city.
Right.
It's not something that they talked about, but they did invest in it.
Indeed.
And you can see how it looks, how the surroundings look.
So Karen, as I would say, a nice browning.
Yeah.
When you went to Immaculate, you had all the what you call it, the layout and the landscape of downtown than most your colleagues at the time that went to Immaculate, right? How did this knowledge make you different amongst what you call uptown people, so to speak?
Well, I was exposed to it early.
Right.
So, growing up, we never saw uptown, downtown, light skin, dark skin. You saw people.
But and I hear you, but the average person at Immaculate at the time did not have that exposure. So then how did it make a difference for you when you went to Immaculate?
A difference how?
And how you interacted with people or how they interacted with you?
Well, just to put things in context, remember the era when I went to Immaculate, things changed. It became a melting pot. So you had the blend of uptown, downtown, people from the city, people from the country. It was a melting pot.
Okay.
But there was a commonality which you really have to give Immaculate credit for. One of the bonding things was being the best that you can be in a spiritual setting. And of course with academics, because they wanted you to be bright young women, but you had to have a soul. Exactly.
Indeed.
You had to have a soul. So in terms of that, it never really was a problem for me,
right,
per se. You know, because I've always been exposed to all types of people.
Okay. Well, you had a multi-year career in finance. In 1999, you delivered the #1 ranking unit trust in Jamaica, which was the Sigma Equity
The gray hairs, yes.
portfolio. Then you left the industry to pursue graduate studies. What prompted this decision?
To pursue graduate studies?
Correct.
Well,
having accomplished that,
I needed to go to the next level.
Okay.
And I just knew I needed to go to the next level. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I knew that I had fulfilled what I wanted to do.
Right.
So it was time to go to the next level at that point in time.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk. We'll be right back.
My name is Christopher Denny, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Caribbean Training, and you are watching Let's Talk.
Looking for reliable products from China without the stress? At Marquette Sourcing and Trading Solutions, we help businesses source quality products directly from trusted manufacturers across China. Marquette Sourcing and Trading Solutions. For more information, contact us at sales@marquettesourcingcn.com.
Your brand deserves to be seen. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Symbiotic Media, delivering ultra-sharp, crystal-clear LED screens that make every image pop. Brighter visuals, seamless setup, service you can trust. From major events to intimate podcasts, big or small, we do it all. Your screen deserves to be seen. Call Symbiotic Media, 876-429-1110.
What great stories do you want to tell today? We are your storytellers. We are Digital Video Concept.
If you come to Jamaica and you want to have the best shoots ever, you have to call Digital Video Concept.
Producing extraordinary imagery with high-definition cameras on the ground and in the sky. Excellence is in our nature. Call us today for all your video storytelling need.
None of this would be possible, of course, if we didn't have our partners at Digital Video Concept.
Are you ready? We are ready. Let's go!
Welcome back to Let's Talk. In studios today is the lovely Karen Fitz Ritson of Fitz Ritson and Associates. And she was just telling us about her moving to the next level after having the #1 equity portfolio in Jamaica. So you went to graduate studies and to pursue a higher calling, so to speak. What did that look like?
Well, going back and doing the executive studies was to hone everything that I learned and to prepare myself with new skills. to see where I could take that to the next level with the sort of contribution that I could make to Jamaica. When I came back home, David, my heart wasn't into going back into the financial sector. I don't think I was cocky thinking that I did it all, but I just felt that there was something else I could do, right? And friends encouraged me to put together the skills of everything that I've learned in the financial sector and start teaching and training other persons.
All right, fair enough.
And I said, yeah. But then a colleague said, call it Karen Fitz Ritson and Associates. No, Dave, you know me. I'm not into the fancy. I said, are you crazy? I'm not going to call a business after my name. And I'll never forget, he looked at me. He said, Karen Fitz Ritson, you're so naive. That's your equity, what you think you built the past 12 years on. I said, well, we'll call it Fitz Ritson and Associates. And they were so blessed when I started the business. All the colleagues in the financial sector, when I said to them, this is what I'm proposing to do, they embraced it.
Very nice.
And their staff came and they were trained. We started primarily with my knowledge in portfolio management. So that was the starter program. That was a program that everybody came to. They wanted to learn from Karen how to do this, how to make their funds work. So it was a good journey. It is a good journey, but over the years, because I've been doing this for 25 years now. Can you believe it? And you see things change. And as the years go by, I said, something? We need to improve. We need to improve the products that we have. Ergo, early childhood. Start from the beginning. Where I am in Fitz Ritson and Associates, I'm seeing the future.
All right.
So let's start from the beginning.
Okay, beautiful. And I'm glad you went there because I want to segue into this part of your journey. Let's talk about the other side of your work. Because for many years, you've been visiting the inner cities, Majestic Gardens, Stony Hill, Mountain View, and other communities. So is it the vision that you had to take it from the grassroots, train them from young, from early, to your vision?
You don't know who the future prime minister, doctor, whomever is going to be. And the thing that really motivated me, the resources that those communities have pale in comparison to what the so-called uptown schools had. It's education. Right. Everybody should have access and the same rights to
I totally agree. Indeed.
So this is what pushed me and keep pushing me. They must have access to this. How are you going to create a country and be world class? We love to use this word world class. How are you going to be world class if children don't have material in school? How are you going to be world class if they don't have a roof in their classroom? How are they going to be world class if they don't have properly trained teachers that are well paid?
Indeed. But let me ask you this. How much different is it now than it was then?
Different in terms of what?
Assistance, help.
Back then, Dave, a lot of people didn't see it as a priority. Over the years now, when we see the quality declining, you have corporate, you have non-profit entities, both in the diaspora and Jamaica. They're helping now because they realize we want the country to be world class, so we need to put resources in there. The things that I've been talking 20 years prior, people are jumping on it now.
And you said they're jumping on it now when there's a decline.
There is a decline because there are some who have slipped through the crack, right? So it's impacting on the reality of now,
Okay.
of the quality now. A simple thing, Dave. You started talking about me getting up and doing breakfast. Of course I had to make breakfast. We know the expression, a hungry man is an angry man. You can imagine when I go to school and I want to have reading lessons with the kids. They're sleeping.
Tired.
Right? They're tired, they don't have any breakfast. Secondly, they're in inner city communities. What do you think their reality in the night was? Gunshots. So they have to be under the beds. They're sleeping under the beds.
And not even getting a restful night.
Any sleep. Can you imagine this is the reality of a 3-year-old child? And then we wonder why they grow up angry. So we had to fix that. And one of the things that I'm a firm believer in, fix it with love and kindness.
Indeed. A little TLC.
And I mean, kids respond to it, you know. Kids respond to that. And you start to see a difference in their mannerisms when you deal with them in a gentler mode rather than in a harsh mode.
Beautiful.
And when I tell you, Majestic Gardens was a university all on its own, because you know I was the chair down there.
Okay. Well, all right. We're going to take a break again and come back to hearing a little bit more of this university. The University of what? Hard Knocks. All right. Let's Talk. We'll be right back.
Service is something that is quite acknowledged as a challenge for businesses in Jamaica. And when the customer experience is not right, it impacts your revenues, it impacts your bottom line.
Correct.
Once the team members had an opportunity to earn based on their effort, the attitude completely changed.
Well,
it's not always about money.
Correct. Okay.
Right? And it's how you engage people. You know, people will often say that when I do something wrong, I hear about it. But when I do something that is extraordinary or extremely right, I don't hear about it.
Nobody says anything.
Nobody says anything. And so that's important. That's not going to cost you. That's not taking anything out of the bank.
Right.
But if you recognize people before their peers, it means a lot to them.
Your brand deserves to be seen. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Symbiotic Media, delivering ultra-sharp, crystal clear LED screens that make every image pop. Brighter visuals, seamless setup, service you can trust. From major events to intimate podcasts, big or small, we do it all. Your screen deserves to be seen. Call Symbiotic Media, 876-429-1110.
Looking for reliable products from China without the stress? At Marquette Sourcing and Trading Solutions, we help businesses source quality products directly from trusted manufacturers across China. Marquette Sourcing and Trading Solutions. For more information, contact us at sales@marquettesourcingcn.com.
Great stories do you want to tell today? We are your storytellers. We are Digital Video Concept.
If you come to Jamaica and you want to have the best shoots ever, you have to call Digital Video Concept.
Producing extraordinary imagery with high-definition cameras on the ground and in the sky. Excellence is in our nature. Call us today for all your video storytelling need.
None of this would be possible, of course, if we didn't have our partners at Digital Video Concept.
Are you ready? We are ready. Let's go!
Welcome back to Let's Talk. And again in studios is the lovely Karen Fitz Ritson of Fitz Ritson and Associates. Karen, you're just talking to us about the early childhood program and the University of Hard Knocks in Majestic Gardens, you know, things like that that you part of your journey. But in an interview in your past, and I want to remind you of this, because then it was a stark warning then, and I want you to expound on what is it that you meant when you said that. But your words were, if we don't nurture these kids, we're going to have an angrier society than we do now. Why did you issue this warning then, and how relevant is it today?
Dave, don't you see that it's very relevant today? Look at sporting events. Kids are having fights. Look in the schools, kids are having fights. If we nurture them, teach them love, teach them respect, teach them values. And it's something that goes beyond the classroom. It is something that a whole society has to engage in.
Indeed.
And one of the things with Majesty Gardens, we recognized that it wasn't something that the parents could do that journey alone. Majesty is a part of St. Andrew Parish Church. The church was involved. I worship at St. Andrew Parish Church, so that was how I got involved in it in the first place, right? So the church was involved with those values. Because of my role in Fitz Ritson and Associates and the companies that I trained, you know, these were companies that really believed in building communities. The Grace Kennedys, the Mussons, they believed in Wisinko. They believed in building communities.
So it wasn't hard for you to get them to buy into.
No, it wasn't hard for me to get them to buy into. They were very happy and they did it for a very, very long time.
Okay.
And Dave, what is more interesting, and this is something that people might say, really? You know who you had to get engaged in it? The community dance. When we had incidences, I never had to talk to a parent. I used to call the Don.
Okay. So you're close to what direct connection to the Dons?
Yeah.
Because them run things.
Them run things. And, you know, again, with respect, you have to understand in these communities, you have to treat everybody with respect. And I would say to the person that was in charge of the property, I said, can you call so-and-so, please? And he'd say, this is what happened now. And you would explain, all right, what you want me to do? I said, deal with it. I'm not taking away his power, but we're having a dialogue that together we're going to find a solution.
Right.
And we're not arguing. So isn't that one way of starting to show conflict resolution?
Indeed.
We're trying to find a solution. And this is all we need to start doing from right across the society. From the grassroots right into Garden House. We need to find solutions. You know?
You're very passionate
about that.
About that.
Finding solutions. That's the finance in me.
Okay.
Yes.
But I want to say, because a little birdie told me that there's a possibility that you're entering into the world of international finance again. Are my birdies just chirping, or there's
well,
some
your
truth?
birdies are whistling very loud.
So there is some truth to it.
Yes, there's some truth
really?
to it.
Okay,
yes.
well, share it with us.
As I said, I've run my journey with the local market. I've trained personally in the local market. I want to engage back in the trenches again from a global perspective. So I've been looking at the possibilities, engaging in the possibilities, started laying the foundation and seeing how it can bridge.
Okay.
We're in a global sphere now, Dave. There is nothing that doesn't transcend borders. So opportunities that I see there, I would also want to bring it to Jamaica. Aren't we all on the same team to uplift the
Indeed.
country?
Well, I would think so.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the fact of a hungry man is an angry man, shouldn't we be trying to teach our people how they need to be resourceful, how they need to think about the future, how they need to think about the kids' future?
Well,
and finances play a role in that.
Indeed, because the world is changing very rapidly.
And it's easier to cross those boundaries. COVID tore that down.
Okay. Okay.
So it's easier to cross those
So
boundaries.
what's fair is it you're coming now?
With financial solutions.
Okay.
With financial solutions in markets around the world.
Okay.
You know, for persons at different stages of their financial journey, we want to be able to provide the solutions to help you to get you on where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes, which I've seen happen, we talk to people and tell them what they want to do. Again, let's engage them in what they want and find the solutions to help them to get there.
Right.
Because they will be more engaged to go along that journey and, you know, follow that path.
Mm.
And I think why I feel that I'm qualified for this, I've done it for 30 years.
Yours, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just doing it at a different level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
So here's my question. Why come back into the finance industry or the finance world when you have such a strong passion for the grassroots, enabling the grassroots and enabling the small man to rise
So
up?
isn't that a part of uplifting them? They're in a global environment. They have to compete.
Okay,
They
fair
need
enough.
to understand. They need to have, you know, something, David. We need to get out of the hustling and the scam and create real wealth.
Indeed.
It's not hard, you know.
No, it isn't.
It's discipline.
Well, I laugh, you know, Karen, because to me everything is a scam now.
I know. I'm just being polite. But the same way that I could engage people and bring them together in one way, let me take it to a different level.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just a fun fact here that I think we need to understand. We see that we have more things around us that make Jamaica look successful. The GDP per capita of Jamaica, that is what every Jamaican contributes to the growth and the wealth of this country,
Mm-hmm.
is 5,000 US, 5,100 US. That's IMF data, right? In the 70s, our GDP per capita was 32,000 US.
Really? Wow.
The country that is worse than us is Haiti.
That's a start decline, Karen.
So don't you see that I have work to do, David?
You have a whole lot of work to do. I hope you have a great team with you too.
Building. I'm patient, so we're building.
Karen, thanks again so much for being here and for sharing your journey. You're proof that success isn't just about what we achieve or what you achieve for yourself, but about what you do with it and for the upliftment of others. And that within itself is a blessing. And you have been a blessing. You continue to be. Before we go, I want to give a huge thank you to our sponsors who continue to make this show possible. Digital Video Concept and Pro Audio Visual Systems, as well as Lloyd's Decor. If you enjoyed this episode of Let's Talk, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also tune in on LCBN TV UK. Until next time, stay inspired, stay purposeful, and let's keep talking. I am David Henry. Shalom. Let's talk. Your story, our platform.